Well, we're making some progress out here, whacking down these beds. Just kind of going through with the machete and chopping and dropping, and then piling them up in the little beds that we have. See, we got several beds, but starting with this and turning out to this. And there's a bunch of life in the farm right now. There's a bunch of seeds that came up, marigolds and tomatoes and other things we're kind of finding as we go through. And there's frogs everywhere, butterflies. So the farm is really popping to life this year. But we're just going to continue through here and clean things up and turn it into a proper place. Finding snails too, huh? That's escargot. Yeah, looking good. All the life is increasing. These ragweeds that are everywhere. So much pollen comes off of them that it literally paints stuff yellow. I mean, these leaves, I don't know if you can see or not, but there's just a whole bunch of pollen that's coming off these ragweeds. Doesn't bother me, but there's a lot of people that it bothers, their allergies. This is one of the things that I'm cleaning up. I had this refrigerator sitting out here and I thought I had some plans for it, but interestingly it's full of frogs. It was full of hornets yesterday. I sprayed the hornets and killed them. And there's these little tree frogs. I don't know, some must be males and some must be females.
There's a big ass one in there.
Yeah. Oh look, there's one up there on the mud dauber nest. There's two of them up there. That's awesome. They love it. They got cool eyes. Alright, another day of progress out here. Getting it cleared a little ways back and taking up more of the scrap and trash. This little zone up here is next, but starting to be able to see the bamboo, and that's what this area is intended for, is bamboo grove. So that's a good sign that we got it surviving. Well, here's the biggest ragweed stalk so far. It's got to be a good 15, 16 feet high. Built like a tree. That's how big around the ragweed's growing around here. It's a real woody stalk. I'm just gonna compost it down. Well, another clearing session. I'd say about 1 hour or hour and a half or something. And got 2 bamboos coming along here. Kind of just done a mulch ring around them with all the weeds and everything. Should compost down and help them grow. We did lose 1 bamboo in here. I think I had a black bamboo planted. But yeah, the main deal is with these big weeds now in the pathways and everything, there's these huge stickers, big old stems sticking up out of the ground that could potentially hurt you, especially if you're barefoot. So I think when they dry out, they should be easier to kick them over, get rid of them. A lot of the stumps are actually finally decomposing. There's not too many big stumps left in here. Here's one of them. It's starting to get loose too, so that's a nice thing. Some of these bigger stumps, like this hickory stump here, as you can see, it's decomposing pretty good, just from natural fungi and termites and whatnot. But just gonna keep carrying through here as the days goes by and hopefully find some more bamboos. Well, getting it cleared little by little, and was kind of looking for the next bamboo. I thought there was one in here, but I'm not seeing one. What I did find is a bunch of garlic seeds, a whole bunch of these bulblets that are just full of these bulbs that smell really potent, and they're still alive. So I'm gonna gather some of these maybe for planting. I mean, that's a bunch of seeds. It is the end of October and predicted to be the last day before the great big killing frost that we're supposed to have. Haven't really had one this year yet, and just like last year, it's been late to come. I think it's October 27th today, and well, gonna go ahead and fortify the pig pen a little bit, give him some more hay, because like I said, it's gonna get cold. I'll put some more hay in there for him so they can stay warm, and we'll watch the last of the leaves die and fall as they do, and then it'll be time to switch over to instead of working in the clearings here, which I've almost got completely cleaned up, it'll be time to switch over to working in the forests. And my plan is to take this section of property here at the front that I haven't done any clearing whatsoever, or thinning or anything in this little section of woods here. And so I'm going to go through and mark out a bunch of trees to thin out and open this space up here, because I would like to have a parking area for guests at the farm, and also hopefully have an area that trucks can back in and drop off loads of bark chips and wood chips and things like that, so I can get the mushroom operation off the ground. We have had a couple of pretty heavy freezes since the last time I was out here, but heck, it's a 80-degree day right now and it's nice, so I'm gonna go through and do a little bit more clearing. See, I'm pretty sure there's one or two more bamboos back this way. Let's see if I can find them. Got a little section cleared out here today. This was all a bunch of debris that was left over from felling this tree for the power, and I didn't really have any constructive ideas of how to use the brush-sized limbs here. So what I've done is there's a patch of greenbriers that grows in here, and they're a real thorny, viney, pernicious plant here, as you can see. And you know, not that I hate them or anything, they're edible and everything like that, but I'm trying to turn this area into my cultivated area. So I'm kind of trying to banish the brambles. What I've done is just piled up the brush here on top, chopped the vines down and piled up the brush, and we'll see if we can get some more brush to pile up on there, and if we can't burn them out. But didn't find any more bamboo. Got this one in the pot here, which is going to my folks, but so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them that I've recovered this year and found at the end of the growing season. This one here sat in the pot so long that it actually sent out a shoot and was actually grown into the ground when I tried to move it. So yeah, I've got to get that planted as soon as possible.